I wanted to share with you a very short idea, which they already started with all the rabbis mentioning, to do with the differences though, between the klalot, the curses that we read yesterday in Parashat Tavo, and the klalot that we read in Parashat Vayikra. And there was a question that was asked to Rabbi, that Rabbi in the shoot was asked a very interesting question. In the end of Vayikra, when we're speaking about the curses there, it finishes with Nechama. It finishes with V'zacharti ani b'riti et Yaakov. It continues going with all the different consolations. However, though, all of a sudden when it comes to our parasha, there's no consolation finishes. It finishes the klalot, and all of a sudden what do you have? Immediately just says El Divra Brit, and then it finishes. But Rabbi was asked this question. He answers a few different answers. One was based upon the Zohar HaKadosh, to do with it's also Ramban and Tavo, the difference between the Vayikra and Devarim, which is basically the Beit Rishon and Beit Sheni, the first Bet HaMikdash, all the curses that happened through the first temple. And then the second Bet HaMikdash, the second temple, that was ours. And he says if we're still in exile, there's no consolation. We're not consoled, we're still suffering until today. However, I wanted to share with you a beautiful explanation from the Rabbi Ponovich. And the Rabbi Ponovich comes and he says as follows. He says, do you know what the difference is? The Gemara Masechet Megillah says, what's the differences between the curses in Vayikra and the Berachot we're going to call in this parasha? Lashon Yachid veLashon Rabim. The ones in Vayikra was Lashon Rabim. It was stated as the public, as a general, as a whole. The ones in our parasha, everything is ve'etzal lecha, ve'achalta, everything is you, it's impersonal. It's not, it's an individual. Explains that Rabbi Ponovich, and he says something incredible. When we're talking about a tzibur, there's always a consolation. If you're talking about a yachid, there's not always a consolation. With this, I just wanted to actually mention and say, and to give a very, very strong message to Rabbi Levy, to our dear, whether it's going to be the Rabbi of the Kila, Marad Atra, and so much that he does. If Chas v'Shalom, we were talking about it on a level of a yachid, you're right. Maybe there's no consolation, Chas v'Shalom. But the Rav and his entire family and everyone here, they're not a yachid, they're a tzibur. Everything that they have, they are the congregation. That's what they stand for. And therefore there's always going to be consolation. To understand what happened, we don't understand anything that goes on. However, though, we have one message which is clear. And the message which is clear is that if right now we're going to continue, so then what happens is that Kadosh Baruch Hu, not only on behalf of the Kolel, on behalf of the entire Kehillah and everyone, so then what happens is that it gives strength and renewed strength, that there's already the Nechama. It's true, Elmaleh said we don't need Nechama, but here the Torah is telling you, you do have a Nechama. Why? You are the power of the Tzibur. And as everybody together, you continue, Be'ezrat Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give you, your dear Bani, the children, the grandchildren, everyone, the strength to continue. The Be'ezrat Hashem should be able to like Torah Ladira, and this should actually be like Rabbi Akiva, that even after the 24 years and the destruction that happened all of a sudden, and no matter what happened, he saw the light and he was able to illuminate much more those 5 students than everything else that they were able to do in the past. Amen.